Hi everyone, I'm Jenna with Brown Dog Craft Company. Today is Tuesday? Monday. Today's Monday, March 3rd, 2025. I'm coming to you live from Hudson, Wisconsin. We are here today for the Floral Delight class to go. This is actually February's class to go, or February's subscription class, but we're doing it in March. So I was going to do it earlier, and we pushed it to yesterday, and then I had a sick little one. So we're here tonight, and I hope that's okay. We're going to make 4 cards today. They're not very hard to make, but they're really pretty. So the DSP does a lot of the talking in this suite. It's really fun. If you are joining live, make sure to say hello and let us know where you're joining from. Otherwise, leave comments. Hi, Nancy Sue, waiting in the wings. I hope your daughter's doing much better. She is, thank you. Sandy Coy Emery from Maine. Hi, Angelique. Hi, Christina. Hi, Jean. Yes, thank you. Thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't a subscriber. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Need about 130 more. So if we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will do a big party. And I have lots of things to give away. And we will have a little surprise. Okay, so, but we have to make it to that 1,000 first. So some of you, if you're on my email subscriber list, you got an email today, 2 actually. The first link didn't work, darn technology, but the second link did work. So I'm having a bit of trouble coming up with what we should do for class to go in April. So not in March. March is class to go. There's 2 options. It's Friends of the Ocean or Terrific Toadstools. And then April, I already had one decided. I wrote it down, but I don't have it at my desk here. And I can't remember which one it is. But then I'm stuck for the second class in April. So we'll either do Cutest Onesie or For the Books. So Cutest Onesie, I think, is a annual catalog bundle. And For the Books is an mini catalog. So here was For the Books. So my whole point is the email is you can vote. So please go vote if you want me to do a class featuring For the Books, or if you want me to do a class featuring Cutest Onesie. Yes, hi Patty. Yes, the Toadstools. And the Toadstools is the punch. Oh, I'm not up in the corner here. The Toadstools is the punch. It's the coordinating punch. Angelique says For the Books. Yes, I know. It's pretty cute. The die set is pretty little, but it makes like the book, and then this makes a tassel and a cute little bookmark. So you did vote, yes. A lot of people have been voting, so thank you for that. So once I'll give it a day or so for the polls to come in, and then once all of that is in, I will let you guys know. So, okay, today we are using the Delightful Wishes bundle from Floral Delight is the name of the suite. There is a really pretty yellow ribbon, and I will tell you, I gave it all to you guys. This is all I have left. It's about 9 inches of yellow daffodil ribbon, and it's all I have left. So you guys have it in your kit. It comes with 2 DSPs. One is a vellum. It's really pretty, and then one is the floral, and it's in here. It's in your kit. And then everybody gets these tiny bee trinkets. They're really cute, and they are really tiny. So when you take class from me, you get your class kit comes in this nice reusable pouch, and everything is pre-cut for you. You'll get a 1/4 pack of DSP, and then you get ribbon and embellishments, usually 1 pack of one, and then a partial pack of another. So in this case, you get a full pack of the bees and a partial pack of the ribbon. So my ribbon isn't in here. While I was sitting here, I tied mine ahead of time. So we're going to do 3 bows. 2 are triple bows and 1 is a double bow. Okay. And then we'll need just some straight ribbon for our 4th card. Okay. Okay. What else do I want to mention about today? Oh, whenever you take class, like today's class is $45. I think I have 2 kits left. No, I have 1 kit left. I have 1 kit left, so it's $45. And you'll want to have the bundle if you don't have the bundle. to make the cards the way I do today. And then I pulled in a sentiment from Day to Celebrate. This was a celebration item, and I pulled in this sentiment. But you could add any sentiment from any stamp set, including just using a sentiment from this stamp set. So you don't need a separate stamp set. Okay. Let me think what else. Oh, whenever you do take class, you also get written instructions. They were emailed out to you earlier, and they look different than normal. This is how they will look going forward, and my goal going forward is to print this off and have it included in your class kit. So that's my goal. If not, I will tell you how to print it, but my goal is to have it printed for you. Sandy says, I'm so bad at tying bows, and I haven't gotten the hang of using the bow maker. You know, it just takes practice, Sandy. I will tell you, I didn't do bows at all until I had a bow maker, and then even then, it took me a lot of making bows to make them right. But this ribbon in particular ties really nicely because it's so thin. You don't have to have it so perfect when you flip it over. So this ribbon is very forgiving. The thicker ribbons are less forgiving and a little bit harder to tie. But I can tell you, if I did not have a bow maker, we wouldn't have bows on any card. So, okay. So this is what the instruction booklet will look like. Okay. And you'll have a supply list. It'll say the name of the class on the front. And then your supply list. So it'll list everything we use in class. And then you'll have photos of each card with dimensions. Now it doesn't go into super detail like stamping what color onto what color. So you can either just look at the photo and go based on the supply list, or you can watch the YouTube live class. Obviously that will give you all of the colors that we're using for the cards. Okay, but it'll give you photos of the cards. One of the cards in this class, we're going to use the Everyday Arches dies, which that's an online exclusive. And it came out in January, I think. We have new online exclusives releasing tomorrow. They are, let's see, here's this example. This is just 2 sets. There's a Mother's Day one, a Mother's Day stamp set, hi Mary Jane, and a Father's Day set. They look really cute. You can customize them and have them say whatever you want. Lots of little stamps in those. There's tons of online exclusives. Oh, that reminds me, the class that we're doing for the other class in April, or the set that we're using, is an online exclusive. It's called Thankful Garden. It's an online exclusive, and it has stencils, which I love stencils. So, March Paper Pumpkin is also out. Let me see if I can get that one up here. Here's March Paper Pumpkin. You can subscribe through March 10th, so you have about a week left. And it looks really cute. If you want to get the Paper Pumpkin add-on, it goes for January, February, and March. Do I have that? I do. Here it is. So it's January, February, and March. I'm guessing February's there on the right. Cuts out, that looks like a little flower and some grass, maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, Patty has to relearn the bow maker every time she uses it. You know, one time last week I was tying bows, and I couldn't remember how to tie bows on the bow maker. It was like I had like brain fog for the day. So I just set it down and came back the next day. And when I picked it up the next day, I just magically tied the bow again. So who knows, right? I do have, if you go to my video section of my YouTube channel and scroll back quite a ways, there's about a 5-minute long video that's a tutorial. You can pause it and rewind it and watch it again and again, that shows you how to make the bows. Hi, Christina. So if you want to refer to that, I go through it slowly on how to position your hands and how to position the bow and all of that. So maybe you will find that helpful. Okay. So sorry, I'm still getting over being sick. And I'm still coughing. I think I was coughing a week ago for class 2, but it's much better. So, but I know it's annoying. So, okay, I'm going to pull everything out of my kit. You can save this for whatever you'd like. In the front here, you'll have your die cut pieces. So this is what I die cut ahead of time for you. Everything else we're going to stamp and then die cut during class. You're going to have a white piece. Oh, thanks, Jean. Jean's talking about the bow maker video. Yeah, definitely check it out if you have questions. So, You'll have a white piece for stamping on the front, and then we're going to have all of our cards with their various pieces put in here. You'll have your envelopes. They are craft envelopes this time. And then you'll have your DSP. Now you're going to have 3 pieces of vellum. These are the 3 patterns that come in the vellum pack. And then you'll have a quarter pack of DSP, and out of one of your DSPs, I have already die cut the arch for you. I gave you this in case you want it. You're welcome to use it for whatever you'd like. Otherwise, you can toss it. So whatever works for you. Okay. Let's see. Let's maybe do our stamping first so that we can, let's do our white stamping first so that we can die cut. Okay. What are we going to stamp? Let's stamp our flowers. So the ink colors for today that we're using, we have Pecan Pie, Pool Party, Old Olive, Lemon Lolly, Daffodil Delight, and then you'll need your Versamark. Now my Pecan Pie and Pool Party are in dire need of re-inking. So I don't want to take the time to re-ink them now, but they're not going to stamp the greatest for class today. So just know that I need to re-ink, and if you need to re-ink, take the time to re-ink. Okay. Okay, so on this white piece of paper, we're going to stamp a couple of things for a couple different cards. So let's do, let me see. Okay, we have our white piece for wishing in there. So what we need to stamp on here is going to be our flowers. So the flowers are these 2, these large flowers, and they're 2-step. So there's a detail piece and then like a filler piece. Okay, so we'll stamp both of those, and then we're going to stamp this little flower, this one and this one. And again, there is a detail piece and a filler piece, and we're going to stamp these cute little leaves right here. Okay, so that's what we're going to stamp on this white piece of paper that comes on the very top of your kit. We'll die cut those out, and then we'll set them off to the side and keep going for everything else that we have. So let's start out with our largest image, and on this large flower we're going to use Daffodil Delight and Lemon Lolly. Oh, and Milo is taking a nap. He's over there in his bed over there. So okay, so I like to stamp the more detailed image first, and then I like to line up the like filler image after. You can do it the other way around. I feel like people like to do it either one way or the other. This is easiest for me to line up. So I'm going to take the detail image, and this is Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to stamp that here on the side. Okay, so that's just the detail. Set this off here. Now I'm going to take this filler image, and I'm going to kind of line up where I think it needs to go. Make sure I have this stamped the right way. And this is Lemon Lolly. And I'm going to get my head in the way, and I'm just going to hover over this until I have it lined up about where I think it needs to be, and then stamp. Okay. Now we're going to stamp our little yellow flower the same way. I will tell you though, I have a hard time lining this one up. So this is the inside of the flower, and it is daffodil here. And then the outside of the flower is going to be Lemon Lolly, but I have a heck of a time lining this up. There we go. You just have to spin your stamp until you think you have it. Well, see, no, that's not right either. Okay, I'll show you how I stamped it, but I don't know if it's right. Okay, so I just sort of spun the stamp until I felt like it lined up. It's very, this one in particular is kind of hard to line up. Ooh, Sandy says I don't think I got this set yet. It's out of stock right now, and I don't know if it's because of the DSP or the ribbon. I think it's coming back. I thought it said it was coming back in February, but it must not be because now it's March. I'm going to stamp these leaves in Old Olive. Okay. And that's all we're going to stamp on this piece. Okay, now we will use our dies. There's a die for each of these. There's a die for the little flower, there's a die for the leaf, and then this flower piece here has larger dies, like this large die here, and it cuts them out individually. So it'll cut these 3 out together and then these 4 individually. Okay, so you want to run those through your die cut machine. I already did. I have them in my little bowl here. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside, but you will die cut those out. Okay, I think we'll wait to do the rest of the stamping and we'll do it by the card. Okay, so let's do our first card. Should we do the shaped card first? Let's do the shaped card first. Okay, so this card is cut with everyday arches, and I'll show you how you make a shaped card. So, as you can see, it's folded on the left side there. And what we do is we take our largest arch, and you can do this with any shape die. We make a card base. So this is just a regular side folding card base. Okay, so it was rectangular. I took this die, and when I lined it up through the die cut machine, I made sure that this left side of the die was not going to cut the cardstock. So when I run it through my die cut machine, it comes out and this all comes away and you're left with the fold in the corner there. Now, I personally don't like it when you can see that your shape is cut off. So for you, I have included an old olive piece that's a full die cut of this arch that we will glue on the top. So then it looks like you have a full arch instead of the arch with the piece cut off. Okay, so then you'll notice you have your DSP that I die cut for you. So this is the largest, the second to largest die. Okay, and why don't we go ahead and put that on our card base. Now, I recommend using liquid glue. I typically always use liquid glue, but for the purpose of video, I use tape runner. Okay, so that's down. Now make sure you put this on your panel, not your card base. Okay. All right, now we have just a couple of things left here. We have a white piece, and on this white piece, we are going to stamp the word wishing in Pool Party. So I have wishing already put into my MISTI here on my white piece, and we're going to stamp in Pool Party. So again, my Pool Party needs to be re-inked really badly. Okay. So I like to stamp maybe 3 times, unless it stamps really well. Then I only stamp once, but okay. All right, so there's my wishing. We're gonna die cut this out. Okay, let me clean this off. My chamois is not wet, so I'm just using a baby wipe today. Okay, and then we have this other scrap of lemon lolly. And using pecan pie, we will stamp. So we have wishing, and we're gonna follow it up with you were here. You were here. So we'll have wishing, you were here. So I'm just gonna stamp. I have no pecan pie ink left in here. I'm gonna stamp this right in the center. Okay. See how light that is? And then we will die cut this out. So you are going to die cut your wishing with your wishing die here. Okay, let's go in your bed, okay? Okay. You're gonna die cut wishing with your wishing die. You have a outline die here. Oh, the Floral Delight Suite returns April 7th. So we have over a month before the suite is back. That's a long time. Then you're gonna take this die here. This is the sentiment die. And you're gonna line it up and die cut you were here. So you'll have wishing you were here. And with the magic of television, I have wishing you were here. Okay. All right. Ta-da! All right. Now we have to pull out a couple of other die cut pieces, and then we'll be good. Oh, and then we die cut our flower too. Let's see. Here's our flower we stamped and die cut, and our leaves we stamped and die cut. Okay, and then we need our little flower and our leaves. So we'll need, from our die cut bag, we'll have this flower with this piece, and we will have, oh, it's the tiny bee trinkets that are unavailable. That's what's making the suite unavailable. So besides the bee trinkets, you can get everything in the suite, I think. Okay, so this is a little leaf, and we'll glue this on here. And I think it goes one way, but I'm not sure. That looks like that fits there. Okay, and then the center here. Okay, so let's glue those together. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in the center of my flower and a little bit of glue there. And get my little take your pick tool. Now I think this probably has a way it's supposed to go, but I don't know. It looks fine like that to me. And then this I'll line up here. Okay. All right. Okay. And we can put everything on our card. So, I'm going to take a reverse tweezer and my wishing and add a little bit of glue to here. I'm going to dot the glue on the back here. Now there is another die that you can die cut like a shadow. I'm going to put this down in the bottom third. You could do, this is the shadow die that cuts out the stamped image, and then you could die cut from a different color cardstock the word wishing, and it does like a little layer. I should pull out the mini catalog so you can see. I'm going to add my sentiment under the G there. Wishing you were here. Okay. All right, I'm going to pop up this flower with a dimensional. Oh, I stamped something on there. Okay, so that will go right around here. And I'm going to add in with some liquid glue. I'll add the stamped leaf down here. And then I'll do a mini dimensional on here. So you could do this, you know, I did this shaped card with the arch die, but you could do this with any die, any large shaped die. You could do it with the deckled rectangles or circles. I'm trying to think what else we have that's large. They currently make, one of the butterflies makes a butterfly shaped card. And I can't think of what that's called. Is it Beautiful Butterfly, maybe? And then there's another shaped card. It's the ice cream one. There's an ice cream cone that kind of opens into a shaped card. All right, I'm going to pick, I think, a double bow. I'm going to make a double bow. So here's a double bow I made ahead of time. And I like to use my glue dots for these. Put that right up here. That tail's a little long. Get my ribbon scissors here. our tail. There we go, that's better. And then we can add our little bees. So you can add as many bees as you want. I think I'm gonna add 3 bees. But you can add however many. We have, you get a whole pack. And I think they're all the same size. I'm not sure, but I think so. So I'm just gonna make sure my bees are in different, facing in different directions. Okay. And then we'll add this to the card front. So again, I would use liquid glue. And when you line this up, you're gonna line up the corner here. You don't need to worry about the left side. The left side won't line up. So just line up the corner and your card will line up beautifully. Okay. All right. And there's our shaped card. Okay. Now, I didn't die cut an arch for you to put in here. So you could just write on it this way, or if you have the arches, you could die cut an arch. So, isn't that cute? And it's so custom because it's an arched, because it's a shaped card, right? We don't see cards this shape very often. So, really fun and pretty. Oh, Angelique says hearts of elegance too. I didn't even know that. It must make a heart, I bet. Sandy says, I just bought a whole bunch of different nesting dies. Yes. Angelique, I gotta pull out. Do I have hearts of elegance? I'm looking in my list. I don't. I don't have hearts of elegance. I'm guessing it's a heart-shaped die, Angelique. Is that right? Sorry, I have to get a drink. Hold on. All right, card 1, guys. Already done. Okay. All right, I'll set that aside to dry. Let's pull out the next card from our kit. Okay, this one will require us to do some cutting from our DSP now. Okay, so this is a crumb cake card base. This will be for stamping our wishing. We're going to heat emboss this. This will be for stamping our sentiment. And then these 2 pieces, we have white and pool party. This is going to be a little panel on the front. Okay, and then I used white. I liked the white better. So the white is 3D embossed already for you. It's hard to tell on the camera, but this is with the, it's right here. The Cane Weave 3D embossing folder. It's a really pretty embossing folder. One of my favorites. Angelique, you need that one. I do. I think we talked about this before that I needed that one, and I still haven't got it. Okay, you always need to cut down your card fronts here, or your inside mats. I cut them down to 1/4 sheets, so you need to trim them to 4 by 5 1/4. Oh, the hexagons, Angelique. Yep, the hexagons. I just made a hexagon shaped card. Those were fun. So I'm cutting this to 4 by 5 1/4, and this is my inside. Yes, the hexagons I almost overlooked because they show up in the scrapbooking, section. Okay, I'm going to take this Cane Weave 3D embossing folder, and it is a full card front. It is 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to put that right onto my crumb cake card base, and it's going to cover the whole card base. Okay. All right. We can stamp our inside too. Let's see what I stamped on the inside. Oh, and you know what? We need to put our ribbon around here first. So wait. We have to put a ribbon on here. Let me see what I put on the inside. Okay, I stamped a little flower on the inside. Okay, so we're going to pull out our lemon lolly and our old olive again. So here's lemon lolly, not lemon lolly and old olive, lemon lolly and daffodil. So I'm going to do this little baby flower again. So here we have daffodil and lemon lolly And again, I'm just sort of guessing on how it lines up. I'm not super concerned. I'm not die cutting this, so kind of however it stamps I'm good with. And then we'll need Old Olive. I'm going to stamp the leaf. And I think I'm going to stamp the leaf in second generation because it stamps really dark. So I'm going to take Old Olive. I'm just going to stamp this off, and then I'm going to stamp it on here. Okay, so that's the inside. That's pretty. We are going to stamp on why can't I think of the name? Old Olive cardstock. We're going to stamp Wishing, and we're going to stamp with our Versamark. Okay, so I am going to find Versamark ink. I don't know where I put it. It walked away on me. Does that happen to you guys? I don't know where I put my Versamark. It's gone. Okay, I'm going to pull out a different embossing ink that I have, I guess. So, we need our powder tool. So whatever tool you use for your powder, don't forget to powder. And then I usually like to use my Misty for embossing ink, especially. And I will ink up 3 times. And then I wonder if I threw it away on accident. Top right of you. Can you see it on the camera? Top right of you. I don't see it anywhere. Oh, you're right. There it is. It's underneath a card. That is where I set it. There it is. All right. Okay. We will heat emboss this with white embossing powder and die cut it out with our Wishing die. And when we have done that, it is gorgeous. It looks like this. Okay. So I find that I get the best results with heat embossing when I stamp with embossing ink like 3, maybe even 4 times. Okay, so the more the merrier with embossing ink. Okay, and then this die cuts out beautifully. Okay, so we die cut that out. We also need all of our little flowers that we die cut out, stamped and die cut. So these 4 pieces. Okay. And then we'll need, this piece is going to get matted. We're going to stamp on this, and we're going to stamp on this piece. So this we're going to do is our sentiment, and we're going to say Wishing, and we're going to stamp You All the Best in Pool Party. Now, don't mind my pool party. It's very, it needs to be re-inked. So here I'm going to ink up You All the Best. That didn't stamp too terribly. And that will be die cut with our sentiment strip. So when we die cut that with our sentiment strip, we get this. So Wishing You All the Best. Set this off to the side. And all of these. Now, we need a home for these. We need a home for our flowers. So oh, yes, Angelique. Use your Misty or the Stamparatus if you have it, and ink it like 4 times. It makes so much better results. So much. It gives you like a nice coverage. Super nice coverage. Okay, we need Old Olive and Pecan Pie. Okay, so we are going to stamp. In this set, there is this branch and these leaves, and these are what go underneath this flower. Okay, so we are going to pull out, these are the leaves, and here is the branch. Now, there is a right side and a wrong side for the leaves. So when you're looking at the branch, how did I stamp it? it curves to the left. Okay, so this is correct. If you have it with this curving to the right, it's wrong. Or it's upside down. Okay, so we're going to stamp this. It's going to be coming from the bottom in pecan pie. And I hope this stamps well. So I'm going to make sure I have the very bottom of this slightly off the edge and slightly toward the left. Okay, now you're going to see there's missing spots. If you wanted to take these flowers and stamp them, you can stamp them directly on here. When you die cut them out, it only die cuts out the flowers, not the base. So that's why we die cut the flowers separately. But if you wanted to just have them stamped on here, you could do that and it would give you a really pretty look. All right, now we need to stamp the leaves. And I'm going to tell you, I mess the leaves up every time. I have to go back and look at my sample. Okay, so I have them like this. So this is the top and this is the bottom. There is a larger leaf cluster on the left and one little leaf cluster on the right. And at the top, it's two leaves put together. So a large leaf and then a smaller leaf. And then down here, the leaves are separated. So that is how it's going to line up. And you just sort of line up so that the top leaf there and the bottom leaf are touching the pecan pie branch. Now I'm just going to say practice. Practice on a piece of scratch paper until you get this part right. It's not super hard, but practice. And also, it doesn't need to be perfect. Okay? All right. I'm good with that. Okay, that's all of our stamping. Let's cut our vellum. This card uses vellum. And we're going to use 2 pieces of vellum. So we're going to use this piece of vellum and this piece of vellum. And let me see what they measure. I have it in our... So 2 pieces of vellum, they each measure 2 wide by 5 1/4 tall, and they're non-directional. So, okay, so 2 wide by 5 1/4 tall. So you can cut these together if you'd like. You'll have plenty left over. I absolutely love this blue pattern. It's so pretty. So pretty. So I'm going to cut the 2 first. 2. By 5 1/4. Okay, now vellum. Here's our pieces. So you have all of this left over. Okay. Here's the thing with vellum. You have to hide your glue. If you don't hide your glue, you can see through the vellum. And if you add too much glue, you can't. It curls your vellum. So I'm going to use a little bit of tape runner, and these are going to go like this. Okay, we're going to run ribbon through the center, but we're going to cover this up with this. So I'm going to put a little bit of tape runner right in the center here on the back of both of these because it's going to be covered with my little pool party mat. So I'm going to line this up on the left and the right. There's about 1/8 inch gap. Okay. And then this one, left and the right, within about 1/8 inch showing. Okay. And they'll line up in the center. And then we're going to take our ribbon and we're going to wrap it around twice. Now I already have tape runner back here, but I shouldn't. So let's take some tearing tape and put it at the top and the bottom on the back, and then have 2 pieces of tearing tape waiting. And we'll make a little tearing tape sandwich. I don't know if I have enough ribbon left to go around twice because I have the little ends that are left over, but we'll see. So So we're going to cover the seam. There's one. Oh, I might have just enough. So I'm just gently pushing the ribbon into the tear and tape on the back. Look at that, I have just enough. Okay. Oh, I even have extra. Okay. Then once you get it where you like it, you cover it with tear and tape. So that's a tear and tape sandwich. Okay. I'm going to peel this backer off, and now we can put this on our card base. Don't forget the ribbon. Good boy, Milo. Okay. All right, so this is a full card front. There we go. Okay. We can put our inside down too. Oh. There's our inside. We can put our stamped panel now onto our pool party panel. Now we can add our little flowers. So I'm going to pop all of these up. They need mostly mini dimensionals. I think I can get a regular dimensional there and there, but then we need minis. Mini there, mini, mini. That one barely fits a mini and a mini. So this is the last class until after On Stage. So On Stage is a yearly demonstrator event. This year it's in Raleigh, North Carolina. And we will be there next weekend. I can't get that off. We'll be there next weekend. Okay, I gotta pay attention to where these go. So these are gonna go kind of in these little openings. So right here. Okay. And then this one goes over here. And this little baby one goes at the top. And then this one goes down here. Okay. All right. I am going to do Wink Stella on these. Wink Stella is glitter, and everything needs glitter. Okay. And then this is going to get wishing. So we only need to add glue from like the eye to the middle of the end there. And the rest of it will just kind of be floating. So I think right about there. Wishing. Okay. Now this will get popped up with dimensionals on either side of the vellum here. Yeah, so I won't be live again for class until after On Stage. I'm hoping to have March cards done before I go, especially considering it's already March. We've been a bit behind. It's been really busy. The kids were sick, of course, at different times. No one ever gets sick at the same time. This needs some strips. Here I have a little teeny piece of a foam sheet. I'm going to trim it down here. Of course, no one gets sick at the same time, right? So, and then Mom always gets sick at some point. So, yeah, it's just been a challenging winter as far as nobody got sick until after Christmas, which is good because we were healthy through Christmas, but now it's been one after another. Okay, I'm adding 3 little dots, and we're going to add some bee trinkets. Okay. And here. There we go. Okay. And there's card 2. Wishing you all the best. Isn't it pretty? I absolutely love this vellum DSP. It's one of my favorites. All right, I have to put the lid on this or I will spill it everywhere. Okay. All right, that's card 2. In the sample card, I did crumb cake, but I don't feel like it stood out enough. I feel like the white really helped this white panel pop. So there's 2 variations if you want to remake it at home, but I really liked the white a lot better. So, okay, card 2. All right, let's move on to card 3. Thanks, Nancy Sue. Okay, card 3, crumb cake. This is going to be for our sentiment. This is Old Olive. This is for our sentiment. This is Pool Party. This is a panel for the front. This is Lemon Lolly. And here's our white inside that we will trim down. Okay. Thanks, Christina. Okay, so we'll trim this down and stamp on our inside. So this will be 4 by 5 1/4. Yeah, the white just makes it pop. Okay, so this is our inside. So this one's going to say, wishing you a happy birthday. And we can stamp anything we want. Let's do the flowers. Let's do the big flowers. So let's do Daffodil Delight and Lemon Lolly. So I'll do Daffodil Delight here. And let's go like this. Okay, and then we'll do Lemon Lolly. I know this suite is so pretty. And I should mention that if you don't want to stamp all the time, you can die cut the DSP. You can die cut, I should show you which DSP you can die cut from. We'll get it out here. I gotta find my pecan pie here. La 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 la, where's the branch now? Here it is. That goes here. Okay. Do I dare try to stamp the leaves? Let's try. Why not, huh? Why not? Where are they? I can't find them. Here they are. Okay, now which one? I think I said that was up. I'm either gonna like this or regret it. It's pretty good. I'll take it. All right, so that's my inside. Okay, let's do the rest of our stamping while we're at it. This is going to get wishing in Pool Party. Pool Party on Pool Party, so tone on tone. So we're going to put this in our Misty again. As you can see, I have not moved my wishing. I've just been leaving it here. Works quite well. And I'm going to ink up with Pool Party. And we'll do Pool Party on Pool Party. Okay. So once you have that, we will die cut that out. Okay, we'll die cut that out. And voila, wishing. Okay. All right, now we're going to say wishing you a happy birthday. We have not used that sentiment yet. And we're going to stick with tone on tone. So we did Pool Party on Pool Party, and now we're going to do Old Olive on Old Olive. So this says, you a happy birthday. So we'll stamp on here. Stamp right in the center. Okay. And you will die cut this out with your sentiment strip. And we have you a happy birthday. Now, you're going to pull out your flower here. And it's layered, so there is a daffodil piece, Daffodil Delight layer piece, and a lemon lolly backer piece. And we have to sort of figure out where this goes. So I'm just going to spin it until I think it looks correct. And sometimes I feel like I spin it in a circle like 6 times before I figure out where it goes. Oh, is that it? No. See, here we are. I think I've already spun it around once. Is that it? No. And to be honest, if I can't figure it out after a while, I just glue it down. However, I think that might be it. So that's it. Now, so that I don't lose my place. Good, you need lots of birthday cards, Nancy Sue. Good. So I don't lose my place, I'm just going to kind of squeeze some glue behind here and give this a push down. Super technical right here. Fancy. Fancy. And then I'm going to flip it over and fancy. That always reminds me, did your kids or did you read the Fancy Nancy books? I read those Fancy Nancy books to my oldest when she was little. She really liked those. Fancy Nancy. All right. Oh, we need Stella. We could have Stella'd before, but let's get Stella. Okay. Let's get Stella happy. Okay. All right, those are all our pieces. Let's go to our DSP now. We're going to use that other piece of vellum, and this gorgeous piece we only use a little bit. Let's see how much it measures. I think it's 4 by 7/8. Vellum measuring 4 by 3/4. Okay. So I'm going to pull out my Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer for these little measurements. So we want 3/4 by 4, and it's completely non-directional, so my favorite kind of paper. All right, this is all we're going to use on this card, so you have all of this for whatever you would like. Okay. All right, now we need our other DSP. Oh, and let's look on the DSP. Let's look at what you can die cut. I don't think you can die cut these. You can die cut these, I'm pretty sure. These flowers. Oh, I think those are too big to die cut. Okay, we need one of these, this yellow gingham. And we need one of these. I don't know what that is, but we need one of those. Can you die cut anything else? I don't think you can die cut anything else. Okay, so now we need these 2 pieces. Both are also non-directional. We need 2 pieces that each measure 3.5 wide by 2.5 tall. So 3.5 by 2.5. I'm going to cut them together. 3.5 by 2.5. Okay, so we need these 2 pieces right here. You can save all of these for future use. All right, and we can put everything together. We already stamped the inside of our cards, so we can put that down. Okay. And we can put our lemon lolly piece. This is going to go right on the front. We have a nice margin around here. I think before I put this down, let's put our DSP on it. So we're going to put our DSP, one will go on the top and one will go on the bottom, and we're going to cover the seam with our vellum. Okay, so I'm going to put this top one down first because I want to see more of this floral gingham. So I'm going to give it about 1/8 of an inch margin on those sides. And same on this one. Okay, now the gingham pattern will go on the bottom, and this is just going to go, I can't pick it up, it's going to go right here, and it's going to extend your lemon lolly piece just a little bit, but that's what I think makes it pretty. Now I am going to use tape runner, and I am going to put tape runner right here in the center. I would suggest using tape runner here over liquid glue because you can't really see the tape runner. Right in the center. Okay, so it does overhang a little. It's really pretty. Okay, that is going to go right in the center of our card base with a cute margin. That's probably, oh, I don't know if that's a quarter inch margin. Okay, now we're going to put our flower here, which of course needs dimensionals. Here they are. I don't know if this flower has a direction. Maybe it does. I don't really know. It's going to go here. And then our wishing is going to go here. Okay, so I'm going to add glue behind it. Just little dots. Yes, so I know a lot of you who are watching, I will see at on stage. I know a lot of you I won't, but a lot of you I will. I am participating in a couple swaps, so I'll show you what I get when I come back. I'm in a birthday card swap and something else. And then I'll come back. We're exchanging pillow gifts, and there's about 40 of us. So there will be lots of things that I get to show you when we come back. All right, you should use a foam strip, but I'm trying to use this little piece up. Okay, so I'm only going to put the foam on the back on the right side because on the left side it's going to overlap the flower. Okay, so I'll put a little bit of glue right there. Wishing you a happy birthday. Okay, and then we need to add our bow. I did a three ribbon bow. And here are our not dimensionals, glue dots. That up here, and we need our bees, of course. And I always add odd numbers, so 3 or 5. Oh, Angelique, you're working on your pillow gifts. I just finished mine. I had little helpers who were very excited to help, so they were die cutting and stamping with the Misty. They stamp great. I taught them how to use a Misty, so they're pretty good, surprisingly. And they love to help, so. All right, card 3. Isn't it cute? Okay, so I'll set that with our sample. And we'll get to the last one, which is really fun. It's really easy. It looks kind of complicated, but it's not. So it has this little pull-out card, and it's just a quarter sheet of cardstock for the card base. Okay, so this is the one that I stamped with that other stamp set you wouldn't need to. You could just use this stamp set. Okay, so we are going to do a little bit of die cutting with our DSP. Let's stamp first. So this is Daffodil Delight, and this is white, and this is going to be our mini pull-out card. So what I'm going to stamp is my sentiment, and it's a good day to celebrate. Nancy Sue says, so glad I ordered this kit, loving these cards. Me too. Angelique, I wish I had little helpers. Yeah, you know, you do have to double check their work, but they love to help. Okay, I'm going to stamp, it's a good day to celebrate. I need to put that on a block though. Yeah, I definitely have to double check their work, but so I'm going to stamp this not quite in the center, centered left to right, but a little bit above center from top to bottom. Okay, it's a good day to celebrate. And that's all the stamping we do on this card. Okay, we can glue this down to the lemon, nope, that's not right, Daffodil Delight. And then the Daffodil Delight is not going to get glued down. So this is going to be our little pull-out card. We're going to take a piece of DSP. We need 3 pieces of DSP for this card. So let's pull those out. We need okay, we need this blue flower right here. Oh, the blue flower and what's on the back. And then we need this one. Nope. There it is. I see it. This one here. Okay, we also need our little branch, and we're going to die cut our flowers from our DSP. Okay, so these 2 pieces of DSP we're going to cut together, and we are going to cut them at 2 pieces of DSP, each measuring 4 1/4 by 4. So let's cut these at 4 1/4 by 4. I'll cut them. Guess I'll cut them separately. All right, 4 1/4 by 4. Okay, you're going to save this piece we're going to die cut. And then 4 1/4 by 4. We don't need those. So we need these 2 pieces we cut at 4 1/4 by 4 and this little piece here. Now from this little piece here, we are actually going to die cut the flowers. And we're not going to stamp them. You could stamp them first if you wanted. But we're just going to die cut them using this die. So we'll get all these little flowers. Okay, so I'm going to run those through my die cut machine quick. I didn't die cut them ahead of time. Okay, so here we are. And those will go on our little branch. Okay. Okay, so we just cut this by 4 1/4 here, right here. And of our leftover piece, we have this piece. We need to cut this to be 3 1/8 by 7/8. So 3 1/8 by 7/8. So I need this little piece right here. Need this little piece right here. It's going to go right at the bottom. And it lines up with the white piece. Okay. To finish off our little insert, we need a double bow. No, that's a triple bow. No, that's a double bow. I did a double bow. I will push that into my glue dot. And that bow will go right here. Trim those tails. Okay. All right. Good boy, Milo. It's almost time. Milo says, Mama, it's time. It's time. Oh, and you know what we do? We need our burlap piece of DSP. We got to pull that one out. That's 4 by 5 1/4. This one here. 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. And then we'll cut our pieces that go on the front. So let's put this burlap DSP onto the card base, which is flat. It's just a 1/4 sheet of crumb cake. All right, now we have these panels that are 4 1/4. They're 4 1/4 wide, right? Yep, by 4 tall. So 4 1/4 wide by 4 tall. And they both are the same, but we want to cut them in half. So this one, let's start with this piece. We're gonna have it go like this. So we're gonna cut it from the left corner to the bottom right corner. Hi, Karen. So we're gonna line up in our paper trimmer from top left corner to bottom right corner. And we're gonna trim that. Okay, so when we look at our panel, we now have this piece. Okay, and now we want this piece to be hidden behind it, so make sure we have it 4 1/4 wide by 4 tall, and we're going to trim it from the top right corner to the bottom left corner. Okay, so top right corner to bottom left corner, lining those up in my grooves of my paper trimmer. And there's that piece. Now, you will have 2 leftover pieces that you can do exactly the opposite with on another card. Okay? All right, now we don't want to glue this down entirely. If we glue it down entirely, we won't be able to slip our mini card in it. So I'm going to flip this over, and we're going to put tape runner just along the edge here and the bottom edge of this one. You could also do tear and tape. Okay, so that's going to get lined up at the bottom here. Okay, and then on this one, we'll do along the left side and the bottom. And yes, I'm having my tape runner run over the edge a little bit because I don't want it to be too thick. I'm just pushing the overage onto the DSP here. Okay. And then that will get lined up on this side. Now our little mini card fits right in here. The more you do it, the more you'll be able to fit your mini card in there. Got it on one side. There we go. It's a good day to celebrate. Now we're going to add our branch here. Now the branch I do trim off. We only need about, I think I'm going to trim it off here. So just like this. So I'll do a little bit of glue right here. We can add all of our flowers, and yes, again, we need dimensionals, right? Dimensionals are a must. I think this one gets a full size. And these I'll get minis. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I missed one. Okay, so this one I'm going to put right about here. This one I'll put here. This one can go here. This one can go over here. And then this one is really, really little. Okay. Where should I put that one? Here? Okay, now I'm going to trim this off right here. There we go. Now these need Stella. And we can add our bees. Oh, my Stella is empty. Very much empty. And I'm going to add my bees onto the solid panel here. Oh, I might have put the raw panel. I might have put my new one in the my old one in the new card. That's funny. All right, and our bees. Let's see, I'll do a bee here, and here, and here. Okay. There we go. That's it. That's card 4 with the mini card. All right, your little bees will come in a little packet. I would suggest maybe keeping them in the packet just so they don't, in case they spill. They don't go everywhere. All right, so that's card 4. So card 4, you let me know which one's your favorite. Here's card 4. I'll put that one down here. Card 3. Okay. Card 2, and here was the original, and then here was the one we made in class today with the white that I think we decided we like better. So there's card 2, and then card 1 is our shaped card. So card 1 is the card with the everyday arches dies. Okay, and you have lots of leftover DSP and lots of bees, and I think you probably have lots of ribbon too. I have a flower from somewhere. Where did this flower come off of? I don't know, but I found it. It goes somewhere. Let me know which one your favorite is. Usually I save my favorite for last, but I don't know if that's the case this time. I don't know if I saved my favorite for last. I haven't decided. I really like the one that we changed up a bit with the white. With the cane weave here. The cane weave embossing folder. I really like that one. Okay, guys. Well, oh, Nancy Sue likes number 3. That's this one. This one's really pretty. I like the tone-on-tone stamping. I like the tone on. This one I really like the embossing, the white embossing, and I love this blue vellum. It's really pretty. Patty says number 4, but they're all gorgeous. Yes, number 4 is fun. I like that number 4 has the little pocket, a little unexpected. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you. Should I get Milo here? I'm sure he would like a snack. All I had to say was snack, and here he comes. All right, hold on, I gotta move some stuff. Hi, buddy. Are you hungry? Do you need a snack after your nap? You need a snack? Yeah, let's make room for you. Let's make room for you. There he is. Hi. Hi, bud. Hi, bud. You need a snack? Okay. I can get you snacks. Is this what you want, huh? Is this what you want? Oh, good boy. Yeah, is this what you want? Little gingerbread man? Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Good boy. Oh, that's a good bear. That's a good bear. Oh, they're so stinky. Oh, these smell so bad. These treats smell so bad. I know you love them, but they're so stinky. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Yes. Yes, good boy. Good boy. All right, you guys. Well, that's what I have for you. Keep an eye out. I will see if I can get the March classes done before I leave for on stage and show them to you at least so you can see what they look like. And yeah, the subscription class is Friends of the Ocean. And I know we talked about it in the beginning. Toadstools, Terrific Toadstools is the class to go. So, yes, I love him so much too, Nancy Sue. So much. It's not, I never knew you could love an animal so much, but it's possible. So, okay, so the Terrific Toadstools is really fun. So if you want to take either one of those classes, I would suggest ordering the bundles. The Toadstools, I'm not going to punch out for you because I want you to punch them after you stamp them. That punch is different than any other punch or any punch in the recent couple of years because it punches inside the stamped image. So there's no white border around the punch. So it's unique in that, and so I think it will probably work best if you punch your stamped images. And there's only, the punch I think only cuts one. Does it only do one? I'm trying to look. Let me see. I can't find it. It's here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Okay, it does two of the tops and one stem. So everything else will have to fussy cut or stamp on the background. So I don't particularly like fussy cutting, so there probably won't be a lot of fussy cutting, just a little bit of punching and then probably stamping in the background. So I haven't decided if we're going to use the Terrific Toadstools DSP that was from Celebration or not. I have plenty, but I don't know if I like the colors. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then I'm really excited to do the Friends of the Ocean cards. That stamp set is a 2-step stamping, just like this bundle is, where you stamp like a darker color for the detail and then a lighter color to fill in the image. So very similar, obviously different theme, the ocean theme, but similar stamping as far as that goes. And I think you can probably use the DSP to die cut from, like there's a crab and a lobster and I think some seaweed. So, but the sentiments are really cute. The font is really playful and fun, and the DSP is very colorful. Oh, and then there's a waves embossing folder. So lots for that suite. I can't remember what color the ribbon is. Is it white maybe? And the pearls are really pretty too that go with it. So I'll do my best to get all of that designed before I leave, and that way you can sign up for class. So if you're curious on how to sign up for class, you can go on my website. It's Brown Dog Craft Company, all spelled out, browndogcraftcompany.com, and you can purchase the card kits online if you need to use a credit card. Otherwise, if you don't need to use a credit card, we can do Venmo and PayPal and Zelle, or you can even mail me cash and check. So just send me an email if you'd like to sign up. It's hello@browndogcraftcompany.com. And you can find that all on my website. It's all linked below, and you know how to get a hold of me, or you can figure out how to get a hold of me. Otherwise, send me a message on YouTube and I can help you get a hold of me that way too. So All right. Well, thanks everyone. Thanks for spending your Monday evening with me. It is 9:20 p.m. here, and I think my voice is done for the day. So keep your eye out for, I'll schedule a showcase. Oh, and then make sure if you're on my email subscriber list, make sure you go vote if I should use either for the books or cutest onesie bundles for April. Okay, try to decide between those two. So let me know. We don't make a lot of baby cards, but maybe we need some. So let me know what we should do. I can't decide. Usually I can decide, but I cannot. I'm really looking forward to seeing the new catalog at Onstage, and if you're a demonstrator, I think you get to see it next week too. So thanks everyone. It was great to see you all, and I will see you next time. Have a great week. Take care. Milo says bye. Bye everyone. Thanks.